Hello, Dave.
Ian, how are you, buddy?
I am well. I am well and sleepy and good and pretty good. And how are you?
I'm good. I've had my this year I had more, but I've had my Cadbury cream egg for the year.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just Easter last weekend,
yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Happy Easter, happy, all that other stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Where do you stand on the Cadbury cream egg?
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're not a sweets boy.
No, I mean, I'd like some sweets. I like fancy chocolate.
Right.
Fancy chocolates.
Automotive podcast.
Yeah. No, I made some scones.
Yes, you're more of a baked boy than a Candy Crush.
Yes, but I made some lemon curd to go with it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I wouldn't call lemon curd on the same level as hard candy, but yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No. I will say I don't like the Peeps.
Oh, okay.
I aggressively don't like the Peeps.
I don't mind a peep, right? Because I'm basically made of sugar, right? But my favorite is like when you find like the stale Peep.
Yeah, see, Jenny likes that. She likes that as well. She likes a slightly stale Peep.
Yeah.
And it's just like, first of all, I don't like eating marshmallows just on their own anyway. And so why would I want marshmallow with food dye that's been left out? That sounds great.
Yeah. Well, Ian, let me start off our car show by telling a non-car story about.
Let's really shift gears into non-car content. Continue.
So a buddy of mine has a family tradition. Okay. And I want to know, this has nothing to do with cars, anything else. I want to know how this would play out in your household should you be the one to try to institute this tradition. Okay?
Okay. All
right. So it was this is my buddy Lenny, right? So thank you, Lenny, for the story. He gave me no permission to tell it. This was, I think, his mom's dad, so his maternal grandfather, right? Started a tradition that anybody, before they ate their Easter candy, they had to eat a teaspoon of raw horseradish. Now, Lenny comes from folks that have grown and farmed and all kinds of stuff. Lenny grows and has chickens and all kinds of stuff himself. And he gave me a sprig of horseradish. I've planted it. It's probably dead now. But yeah, so anytime before adults, children, everyone has to eat a teaspoon of horseradish before they get their Easter. Yeah, right. Before they get their Easter candy, like what? Like maybe a little bit more, a little bit bigger than a dime, right? Maybe a 1/4 inch thick for a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Right.
So how did they? I'm curious what how do you sell this to your children?
I don't know. See, it's just like it's the family tradition. So as much as you'd sell any other family tradition, this is just what we do in this family.
Yeah.
Right.
You're going to disappoint the Easter bunny if you don't eat this horseradish. I will say, Jenny would not go for that.
Okay.
Because she does not like horseradish.
Right.
My children would be very angry with me. There would be a lot of screaming.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it would fly. I don't think it would go well. And me, I would just be like, I'm not incentivized to get to the Easter candy, so
right. You just show up with roast beef ready to go.
Right. Yeah. I would just put it on some roast beef, and then I'd be happy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
I just think it's
have steak frites ready to go.
Yes, exactly.
I have a steak frite in an Easter egg.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just like picking the Easter grass out of your potatoes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, happy Easter, everyone. Happy
Easter. Well, my story that I had for the end is actually, oh God, what did I do? My story that I had at the end was actually Easter related as well, sort of.
Let's do it. Let's get to it. Ian's Easter story. Yeah.
So our tradition for Easter, much like a lot of the other holidays, is to go out and do a hike.
Okay,
someplace.
sure.
So we drove down to a state park here in Colorado on Sunday, and we parked, and of course our youngest like fell asleep in the car, and so I very selflessly volunteered to stay in the car while Jenny took our oldest and went to the visitor center to get like trail maps and blah, blah, blah,
Sure,
all that,
sure.
all that stuff, bathrooms, all that. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, rubbing my head because it's another thing that we're doing, and my contact just popped out and like flew.
No,
like it caught the AC and just flew.
No,
and
for anyone who doesn't know, Ian's blind without his contacts.
So blind. My prescription is -5, which is like, I mean, basically I walk into walls when I don't have my glasses on. And I have a really strong astigmatism too, and so like my contacts are like weighted, and if they get spun around at all, they just eject themselves.
Wow, okay.
And so I always have this thing where like I have contacts hidden everywhere. Mm-hmm. We had just cleaned out the backpack that we brought with us, and so I didn't have any extras with me, and I didn't realize that. So fortunately, it was my left eye, my non-dominant eye.
Okay.
But we did the hike and everything, and basically I just like hiked with one eye closed the entire time because it's
so weird when you have that disparity. Yeah.
It's so weird, especially it's almost worse when it's your non-dominant eye because you then will kind of forget, and then once you kind of look at something to where my left eye would focus on it more, it would be like, oh, jarring, like, oh, it's like super out of focus now,
Gotcha.
So obviously developing a pretty sweet headache by this point.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
And then we had another holiday tradition, which is a toddler tantrum, and so we basically finished up, and the last part of the hike is back on the road to get back up to the car, and it's like 3 lots up or whatever, the lots along the road or whatever. And so the toddler was like done with the hike.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, I'll just go get the car. So Nico and I went and got the car, and I again sort of forgot about it, and then I got in the car to drive it, and I was like, oh, this is sketchy. Oh, I don't like this. Because to see correctly, I had to close one eye.
And remove all depth perception.
No depth perception at all. And I think that when people like lose an eye or whatever, they lack depth perception, but their brains adjust or whatever.
Right.
When you're doing it for 5 minutes.
Right.
You
don't have the daredevil senses rising.
No. Oh God, it was so like I just had to drive like 15 miles an hour, like 400 yards or whatever.
Right.
And I was still so sketched out by it. Like,
sure.
It was just, I was like, Jenny, you're driving home.
Absolutely. No, I can't believe you didn't have any stashed in the car itself. Because I had some in a backpack of mine a while ago.
Yeah, I know. I had some. Yeah. You had some of my contacts.
You were using me as part of your RAID 5 of contact arrays.
I know. Well, I had some in the glove box, but then they froze over the winter, and I never replaced them.
Gotcha.
And then we just had to clean out the bag. Why did we clean out that? Oh, because I spilled coffee all over it. That's why.
No. Okay.
So it was my fault. Yeah. Anyway, so that was sketchy.
Yeah.
It brings me to an FMK Cars.
FMK Cars is the game that we play on the show, and Ian's going to give me 3 cars, and I'm going to FMK.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me get a browser tab open, and we'll give people a visual on this.
A Tabby Cat.
Yeah. MC Tabby Cat.
This one is called Sure I Can Drive, maybe. Let's all just be cool. It'll be fine.
Let's be cool.
Just be cool. Cars with a self-inflicted handicap. So
Okay.
you are going to do something to affect your own ability to drive the car, and it'll be a temporary situation, but you don't know exactly when it'll clear up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
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 So the first one is a Genesis G80.
Yeah. Okay.
You can only see out of one eye.
Oh, okay. No depth perception on the big boy sedan.
Yep. And this is like, again, it's a temporary situation. So you haven't like developed the
Right.
adjustments in your brain.
Okay.
Lexus ES. Current gen.
Like a 2022. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You are wearing earbuds and listening to music loudly.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. No hear through mode on this. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And then the last one is an Audi A7.
Oh, okay.
And so at random points during your drive, you will be forced to, you know when you go to a party, like a more formal party, like maybe like at a work event or something like that.
Sure, I remember those from the before time.
Right, exactly. Where it's catered or whatever.
Yes.
And you get those stupid fucking little plates. And then you get like the plastic cup that's like this tall, and with a real wide opening.
Yeah. Yes, that's prone to spill like crazy, right?
Yeah, you got and you can't hold both of them when you go to like shake someone's hand. You got to like do a thing. You got to like put the cup on top of your head, and then you can shake someone's hand. You're gonna have a full plate of hors d'oeuvres and like a thing of like virgin punch.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say for Dave, apple juice.
Yeah, whatever you get at those open bar mixer things. Yeah. Soda water with a shot of Dr. Pepper. No. I mean, honestly, I just do club soda at those too.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I have earbuds. I have like the little Jabra earbud boys, and I wear them all the time, like working on the car and stuff like that. I can't drive with them in, even in like the hear through mode, right? Like if I like my move is like, like Costco, because like who the fuck do I want to talk to at Costco, right?
Right.
So you got the earbuds. You got the earbuds in, but what do you do at Costco? You get gas and then you go get your rotisserie chicken, right? Okay. So like I'll get gas. I'm listening to a podcast or whatever, something better than this, and and then when I go to move the car from the gas area to park to go into the store, I take the earbuds out. I can't even like have them in like when I'm moving the car that far, right?
It's really weird. Yeah. I know there's people that do it all the time or whatever.
Yeah, you see them. Yeah.
It's really bizarre to me.
Yeah.
To do that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think I might have to kill that. Although I do like the way the new ESs look. And they're good cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before. The bigger sedans definitely wear that grille a lot better.
Yes. Right. Remember when I had the Loaner LS? Mm-hmm. The $93,000 Loaner, and it had that grill. It looked great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It has grown on me. Although I think it's also like toned down over the last few years too. So
for sure. Like they've kind of like, it was so jarring initially where it just looked like it was slapped straight on the car, right?
Yeah.
Now like it looks like it's integrated into the car, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like something I'd shave my balls with. So it's between the Audi A7 and the Genesis G80. I love the Genesis stuff. I think it's great. Mm-hmm. I think I could only drive with one eye for a day.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it is sketch, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I only have to wear one contact. So my prescription is not very much at all. Like I didn't wear a contact for years, right? And so like I can't imagine what it would be like with your vision disparity, like with a contact and not, right?
I mean, it's not far off of you see me on here, right?
Right.
And then you see my background.
Right. Yeah.
It's not that far off.
That's a good point, right? Yeah.
It's really not that far off at all.
Oh,
like I'll
weird.
be like laying next to Jenny in bed and she'll be reading something on her phone. And if I'm like facing her, she'll be like, "Are you reading over my shoulder?" She's like, "I can't see any of that. What are you talking about?"
It's just a light orb.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think I have to go one eye with the Genesis G80 for a day.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to marry the Audi A7 and I'm just going to embrace the food.
Oh, really?
Hey, there's a bunch of touch screens in there. Those will wipe down. Right? And it's not like I'd ever be concerned about like electronics and environmental stuff, right? In an Audi, right? Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to... Okay, so here's another thing, right? So my wife and I are still not eating in restaurants on a regular basis in any way, shape, or form, right? Mm-hmm. We're just extra COVID cautious, right? Mm-hmm. So my Lexus LS has basically been converted into the car picnic destination, right?
There we go.
You like hot food, right? Like my wife does. You get takeout and you eat it right there in the parking lot or someplace nearby, right? Mm-hmm. Because the trip home, it's never the same, right?
Right.
And you're still making some compromise with takeout, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but anyway, so there's food in my LS. Like I've just kind of given into it that like there's some stuff that's dropped into the zone of no return.
Yeah.
And it's
going to be there until you take the seats out.
Yep. Right. Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed this, but in the Lexus, it has those built-in pads to keep stuff from falling down there. But there's still a couple areas where it's like, you can still put a Starburst down here and never see it again.
I will get a French fry down there.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I would go with the A7 and I think I would just, I don't know.
Some shrimp tails in awkward positions.
Yes. What do you think you would do?
You're gonna be a satay skewer jammed into the brake pedal.
I like how deep you're going on hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah. I hate those plates and the cups.
Those are the worst cups, and they're so like if you squeeze them the tiniest bit, they fracture down the whole side.
Yes,
right?
They crack. Yeah, they're awful. I hate those just walking around.
Right.
Normally, because I will spill something. Every time I will spill food, I will spill drink, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I have to crush that. I have to.
Okay. All right.
Even though I've always liked the A7 a lot.
Yeah.
I think I will marry the G80.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like the G80 a lot.
Right.
I think it's the best looking.
Yeah.
And also it's more like the devil I know sort of thing.
Okay.
I have some practice with this.
Right.
And then so for a day I'll drive the Lexus with the earbuds in.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The worst part, honestly, about the Lexus with the earbuds in is that you know that there's going to be someone who's going to drive by you and be like, I know that car has Bluetooth.
Right. What is this person doing? Yeah. They figured out how to pair their buds.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Because before, when you'd see somebody just on their phone, it's like, oh, they probably don't know how to pair their phone. No, you know how to pair shit to shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just choosing not to. You're making a choice at this point. Yeah. And everyone's upset with you. Yeah.
It's really funny.
Hey, and I do think that, like, at some point, like, a car can be quiet to a hazard. Like, to a potential hazard. Right?
Oh, you think so?
I do. Like, I think, like in my LS, like, I mean, it's not like the newest ones where it's just like a crypt, right? Mm-hmm. But, like, I mean, I think I've heard sirens later than other people. You know? Yeah.
That's also because you're getting old and you went to a lot of concerts when you were younger, probably.
True. Yeah. I did stand very close to the speakers, listening to Quicksand.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Might have an impact.
Yeah. Yep. True. True. There is that. I want to blame the car, not my poor choices.
Well, but it's sort of compounding, right? Because when you're younger, you really can only afford cars with less sound deadening.
Right.
And your ears are better. And then when you get older, your ears are worse. Right. And you can afford a car with better sound deadening.
Exactly.
And so you're really isolated. You're really isolated.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, I think you chose well.
Thank you.
Well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Right on, buddy. Okay. Ian?
What else do we have on the... Did we do your other story already?
We didn't do my other story yet. So, real quick, I met another person on Craigslist. Happy to say, not murdered. Because I was... Oh, go ahead.
What about the other guy?
No comment.
Okay.
Because I was getting something for our good buddy Chris Landry. It's an Accord Chilton manual, right?
Nice.
Okay. Now, while I was at this gentleman's house, okay, I saw a car under a cover in his garage.
Okay.
And it looked like a brand new Supra. And so I said the internet thing of, is that a Supra? And he said, no, it's a 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse with about 400 horsepower to the wheels and only 66,000 original miles.
Yeah, because it's been broken since 1999.
Not this one, dude. It
really
was perfect. Ian, I saw the perfect... it was only the front wheel drive model. Great. Okay. It was the convertible, but that's fine. That's what this guy wants, right? Silver, 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse in immaculate. I've never seen a car in this condition.
Huh.
Insane. 98 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Yeah. It was perfect, Ian. The headlights, it was like this one. It was that silver.
Yeah. It was with the, it was a convertible.
Yes. No, I'm wrong about the horsepower. I think it's over 300 horsepower, right? So he's made solid modifications, right? But only 66,000 miles.
That's crazy.
It's never seen a drop of rain. It's only been in his garage under a cover. He takes it to the Cars and Coffee events around, and it's crazy. The engine bay was like the cleanest thing I've ever seen. Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, because those were, especially like the convertibles, they weren't especially like desirable cars, at the time. Like
at the time, right?
The GSXs or whatever were, but
sure.
But that was pretty much it. It's so funny. Like I also feel like my math is just, I don't know what to think about anything anymore. Right.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to evaluate something like that, because on one hand, like, you spent a lot of time and energy saving an Eclipse, right? Like,
right.
I think 10 years ago we would have been like, well, that's kind of silly, right?
Right.
But then you're like, well, is this an investment?
Right.
Because now it seems like maybe it's an investment,
but it's getting driven.
That's good. That's
right.
Good.
Because it's not being stored. It is definitely getting driven.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's great. I'm so psyched about someone having something like that they love and using it and
right
and doing what they want with it. I'm just my brain is so broken.
Right.
Bring a trailer and all these other things that I just can't. I have a hard time evaluating of like what's the decision that would be the thing that makes the most sense.
Right. Right. I actually think it has kind of a lot of parallels with my Vigan, right?
Yeah.
Front wheel drive, turbocharged, right? Like not necessarily like a sports car chassis,
No,
right?
definitely, especially not the convertible. I don't know if you ever drove. Did you ever drive one of the convertibles?
I've never driven an Eclipse of any form.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, the convertible was noticeably bad.
Okay.
Like you could, I could feel it flexing, and I had not driven that many cars at that point by then.
Gotcha.
Wow, this feels really weird. And then I realized later, oh, that was the chassis.
That was the stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
They were kind of notorious for that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
but they're super cool cars.
They are. Like I told him about the rescue kit for the Vigan to keep it from walking lane to lane when you were accelerating. He thought that was hilarious. Yeah,
I bet. Yeah,
his has the limited slip diff.
Okay.
Yeah. So like really similar to the Vigan because the Vigan did as well, right? Yeah. Super nice guy named Frank. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Just happened to have an Accord manual for our buddy Chris. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's really cool. So you're shipping that to Chris?
I am. Spoiler alert, I'm going through all the stuff to work on getting some Apex adjacent stickers printed. So I'm going to throw some in here and send it to our boy Chris. So
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, Chris's 1999 Accord Coupe, the 4-cylinder 5-speed, ran Tail of the Dragon a bunch of times, and they taught people how to drive a manual transmission. I can't remember what the name of the event was called that Out Motorsports ran, like Out at the Dragon or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Right? Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, I saw an Eclipse and kind of freaked out about how crazy clean it was. And yeah.
That's
and
really
of course
cool.
I drove there in the Abarth, so he wanted to talk Abarth and stuff like that. So
cool. Nice.
Yeah, right. Front wheel drive turbo car club,
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah. Sorry. The other reason that the other piece of context for why my brain is so fried with this stuff is that my dad sent me another Bring a Trailer auction for an R32 that just ended this week. Mm-hmm. It had about the same amount of miles on it. So 67,000 miles on it or something. So 2004, 67,000 miles, something like that.
Okay.
And it's sold for $51,000.
No, Ian.
Yeah,
it can't.
It's crazy, right?
It's insane. Money doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just all made up numbers.
No. Yep.
That I think like Wall Street Bets is just in control of. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. If you've looked up your home value lately, all this stuff is insane. Yeah.
Yeah. It just, we're all playing with Monopoly money, and someone's going to come in and realize that the banker's been handing out too much.
Yeah. You've seen The Big Short, right? Mm. Yeah, I've seen The Big Short. I don't want to watch it again.
No. Yeah.
Right.
We already lived it. We both are old enough to we already lived it once.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
We don't need to live it again.
Right. Yeah. We survived the .com bust and then the housing crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, crazy, man. Anyway, this is us being olds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That said, we have a lot to be thankful for, and I'm very thankful for my little toot scoot Abarth. And
toot scoot.
I finally got most of some stuff with the Abarth figured out. So I got those wheel spacers to put the Fiat wheels on. You saw I had plasti dipped them maybe on Twitter when I started up that poll.
I did. Also, I had an opinion about that. We didn't get to talk about it yet.
Oh, okay. Let me hear it. Should I pull up that tweet and show the pictures or something?
Yeah. So you were trying to figure out how to align your center caps.
Yep.
Where you guys wished on a cursed monkey paw for car content. Now you're getting it.
Yep.
So anyway,
this Trapper Keeper tweet is fucking solid. Yeah, thank you for that.
No problem.
I love it.
Anyway, yeah. So
did I do it for my personal one? I must have. Yeah.
You were plasti dipping your your wheels, and then you had center caps to go on them.
Yep.
And you were trying to figure out how to align the center caps. And I have a question and an opinion.
Okay.
So my question is, why you're going with the Fiat center caps and not the Scorpion Abarth center caps?
So I can explain. So my winter setup is the Einke wheels. Those have Einke center caps. Okay. These are wheels off of a Fiat 124. Oh. So they came with Fiat center caps. I don't have Abarth center caps.
Okay. Well, we need to get you some Abarth center caps because those look boss.
Do they? Okay.
They look cool. I like them. Anyway, I think that they should be. It's not this one. Okay.
Right. So the three options in my ginger head are: you align it with the valve stem, but that comes from the cycling world. And the reason you align your tire logos with the valve stem is so that when you get a flat, you can find where it is in your tire, and when you pull the tube out, you'll know where to patch the tube, where to look on the tube, because you can reference the things poking through, right?
Oh,
so like there's a reason to be pedantic.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So if you see any of my bikes, the tire logo is always lined up with the valve stem.
So to where you can read it, or that the logo is the same place as the valve stem?
The logo is in the same place as the valve stem.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. That's like, cycling thing. But obviously that, since these are four bolt wheels, right? And 12 spoke.
Yeah.
Right. That conflicts. Right. Mm-hmm. So next we have align it with the lug holes in a square fashion.
That's what I think. I like that.
Okay. All right. And then go diagonal of the
madness.
And
cats and dogs living together.
I went with what you picked. I went with square. Yeah. Like one off, the same. They all point the same way from the lug or from the valve stem as well. But square with the lugs. And
it looks square with the spokes as well. I feel like I do want to go back to the picture where they're diagonal one more time, because I do have one other observation, which is that, folks, you should wear closed-toed shoes when doing any sort of work in the garage.
I was not doing any work. These were already out, and then I was wondering what to do. And so while I was in my house, and I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this on Twitter, and ran out, my little socky feet ran out to the garage to take pictures. And the internet had the right answer.
Okay. Oh, did everyone vote the way that I did as well?
Yep. I mean, you won. Yeah. Let's see. It is... Let me go back. Yes. So 50% of the folks, 10 votes. So five people were correct in what they wanted.
Well, 6. Make it 6.
No, you're one of the 5.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah. Unless you didn't vote.
I don't think I voted. I think I missed this.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was like just not on. I think it was like not online when you did it.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. But I love the way these wheels look plasti dipped.
They look great.
I mean, they started as silver, but like, I don't like silver wheels on a white car.
I agree.
Right? That just doesn't work, right? Yep. And this isn't as black as I wanted them to be, but it's the best I could do with like plasti dip and some of their glossifier spray.
I think they look great. I think they're going to look really good on the car too. So.
Well, actually, I have an update on that, buddy. Oh. So here's the Abarth with the winter setup. Right, the little Einkes.
Yep.
Right, and then here it is with the summer setup. So there you go.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
thanks.
That looks really good.
And with the spacers on there, I have a little bit of tires sticking out of the side.
Oh, just a tiny bit. I think that looks great.
Thanks, man. I need to. PETA loaned me his fender roller. I'm going to roll the fenders. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I do get a tiny bit of rub over big bumps.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah. Thanks, man.
Looks good. Looks real good.
Thanks. Yeah.
Looks real nice.
And the extra like 1-inch spacers, like it makes a big difference, man. I can't wait for you to drive this.
They're 1-inch spacers?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I had to do the spacers is because that whole 4x98 hub, which is what Fiats have, to 4x100, which is what normal cars have.
Right.
Right. So the Fiat hubs are 4x98. And so you could only use Fiat factory wheels, right? Or you have to use wobble bolts, which nobody likes,
right?
Which is what I have on my winter wheels, right?
So are these...
These are hub adapters and spacers.
But these are Fiat wheels, so why do you need the spacers?
Because these are Fiat 124 wheels, which
Offset
are
is different.
The Fiat 124 is truly a
Miata. Oh,
there you go.
Right. So it's 4x100.
Right. The Fiata is what people call it. Right.
Well, that's obnoxious.
Right. Yeah.
So you really, and nobody, there's not, I'm guessing there's some like pricey aftermarket options for 4x98, but that's about it.
No options for 4x98, only 4x100s, even straight from Tire Rack, and they'll sell you wobble bolts.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's what I ran on my winter setup. It was fine. It's fine for winter. I'm not going to autocross with that.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So, right? Weird. Speaking of
that's
autocross.
Weird. Yeah. Is that happening? Are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing an autocross. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do an autocross.
We've joined the BMW club. Yeah. Thanks for having us, you fucking dinguses.
Is that this weekend or next weekend?
The 30th. Yeah. The 30th.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anybody in Denver, anybody who wants to come, we're going to be at the BMW club test and tune day doing autocross. So you can find information on the BMW Car Club of America's website.
Sweet.
Yes. Yeah. So the Abarth is going to autocross.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I do need you to do me a favor. I need you to get a picture of it cocking its back tire into the air. You're
going to have to get the back tire off the ground then.
That's my goal, is that I turn it hard enough, right?
Okay.
I want to come away like giving it the beans that hard. Because I'm still very unfamiliar with the car. You know, it takes me a long time to warm up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. This will be fun.
Yes, right? Yeah. Auto crossing.
What else we got? Should we do some My Eyes?
Yeah, we should definitely do some My Eyes. Have you seen anything, Ian? With your one good eye?
I haven't.
No?
I don't have anything to share, I don't think.
I saw a car that you and I would both love to have on the back of a tow truck on my way back from getting this Chilton manual. You want to see it?
I do want to see it.
Okay, here it is right here.
Oh, wow.
It's an Audi R8.
It's an Audi R8. Is that a V8 or a V10?
No idea.
V8, I'm guessing. I think it's a V8.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm here for it mainly because it's green and it has like gold wheels.
Yeah.
Right?
And some sort of unspecified electrical issue.
Yeah, so it's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
right?
expired tags.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the one I based the tweet on. Men will pay $150,000 for a car and not spring for a license plate frame. It's disgusting.
Again, does not bother me whatsoever.
See, that is the one automotive hill I will die on. Yeah.
I don't see I don't know what the purpose is.
How can you have just weird edges of metal on the back of your car like that when you can just
replace weird edges of plastic instead?
No, like you put a $10 black AutoZone frame around there and it just buttons the whole little thing up. It looks unfinished. It looks unfinished without a license plate frame.
Okay.
We need to make Apex adjacent license frames where it just says C. It looks better. Dave was right.
Well, you're in charge of our merch, so I can't really do anything to stop you. Yeah, I'm very
I can't believe that. I don't know, because you debadged your Golf All-Track.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and I just feel like most of the time, why add things?
True, right. Adding things is usually not something that we're in, like, why should we put one more thing on that we're worried about falling off? Right.
Right.
But it's a license plate frame.
Yeah.
Just the weird edges of the metal, like, they really bother me. Yeah.
Somebody worked really hard on those.
Yeah. And somebody worked very hard on the license plate frames too. Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. It's not. You have to have a plate frame. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Amazing.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I also saw, I did drive the Fiat to the office, and so there it is. I checked on it during the day. On the one day I had to go into the office. My little nugget car.
I love how everybody has their own personal parking lot.
Yeah.
Just everyone's.
Yeah. Yeah. It turns out everyone hates working in an office.
Yeah.
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 Right?
I would have thought.
I know, right? I saw this yesterday, I think. A Prelude in not too bad of a nick.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I love a Prelude.
Yep.
God, I'm a sucker for a Prelude.
Right? Jesse, you need to get your Prelude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's got some bubbly tint in the whole thing.
Right. Yep. Somebody was paid like a case of beer to do that tint. Right? Yep.
That's exactly right.
And our buddy Mark sent us some stuff. You want to see what Mark sent us?
Of course.
He sent us an old Ford that I don't know what it is. An F100. And it looks
cool.
Rad as hell. It's a gorgeous blue. Yeah, like panel van truck thing.
Yeah, very cool.
Right? Yeah, look at that.
That's awesome.
How cool is the old Ford emblem?
Yeah, well, the old V8 emblem is super cool too.
Yeah, I love that.
That's rad as hell.
Yeah, got a picture of the back. Yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
Awesome color.
Super low.
Right? Yeah.
That's super cool.
Now, Mark sent us one other vehicle, and I'm going to need you. Yeah, I think you're just going to dig it because I'm here for it. All right? Here you go, Ian. And thank you, Mark, for sending these in. Here you go. It is is this a Mazda MPV? Something like that?
It might be.
I think it may be, right?
Yeah.
It's not a caravan. It's not a minivan.
No.
And it has a bed in the back, so let's pretend to not be creeped out by that.
And some duct tape.
Yeah. So typically a vanish car with a bed and duct tape. Ian's Googling Mazda MPV, but
I am.
The real kicker is the flames that are so poorly drawn on. It looks like, I don't know, like a three-toed claw. And then there's little arrows and the word flames is printed so that you know what they are.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think that's a Mazda MPV.
It's got sliding doors, whatever it is. Maybe it's Mazda's minivan or something, or a Kia. I don't know.
So I think the headlights are wrong, and so's the. Oh, but maybe it's a newer one. Oh, it could be a newer one. It could be like a 99.
Oh, okay. MPV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's too old to be the Mazda 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's probably like an early one, like a 99 or something.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with this.
Yeah.
Wow.
There is a lot going on there.
Curtains and matching bed upholstery.
Missing the front passenger seat?
I think it's just lean back because I see an armrest.
Oh, you see the armrest, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Flames. God
Those
bless.
look like I drew them.
In Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or in real life. I mean, it's bad.
I love it. I love it. So how do you get out of the dad, can you draw me a blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, no, we're already past. We're at the point now where the kids have surpassed my artistic ability, and so they just do it themselves now, which is great.
I like that. Oh, oops! I guess you shrink a sweater in the dryer. Oops! I guess I'm not good at laundry.
Right.
Can't do it
basically.
anymore.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much how that's gone already.
Nice. Ian, do you want to play one of our favorite and longest running games on the show?
I would love to do so.
Okay, we'll do that later, but first we're going to play a different game that we haven't done very much. It's called Stanster Broken. Our buddy Aaron sent us a Craigslist listing and wants to know if we think it's Stanster Broken.
Yes.
Ian, take it all in, and thank you, Aaron. Here you go. Boom. 2004 XJ Jaguar Vandenplas, including every option, for only $7,500, and it is sitting low.
That is super low.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Here it is higher in one of the pictures, but it's more blurry, so it could be from a time gone by.
Well, are the wheels different? Are the wheels the same?
Same.
From the first one?
Yep. Same. Yep.
That's a tough one because if it broke, it broke very evenly.
Right. It broke well.
Like, it's sitting level.
Is that the British way? Like, when there's going to be a failure, at least they're going to be dignified about it.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not going to be all wonky.
Right.
Come on.
We're not monsters here.
Can I? What is the rest of the ad? So right now I'm leaning towards lowered.
Okay. All right.
But let's see if there's any clues.
It looks like they may have copied and pasted from like a Carvana listing or something as far as like all the options.
Yeah.
Right. You can tell when somebody like didn't write this stuff.
Right.
So they say like premium sound package, navigation system, parking sensors, dual airbags, side airbags, dual power seats, leather seats, heated seats.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And more. What's the more?
It's a pretty cool car.
Right?
$7,500.
Right? Would you rather take a risk on this or a W8 Phaeton? Not the 12. Because I think
the
12 would push it to Phaeton, right?
No, I think this still.
Okay.
I mean,
would you take this over a W12 Phaeton?
I think I would.
Really? Okay.
For the same price, for the same money?
Yeah, for the same money.
I think at least you would look more stylish in this broken down on the side of the road.
People would recognize it was a Jaguar. If it was the Phaeton, people would just think, oh, that guy in a Passat's broken down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why is he bankrupt over a Passat?
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't have that many miles on it.
No, 116,000. It doesn't look like it's been on fire very much.
I don't know. Did they have air suspension? I'm Googling now.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Jaguar.
Oh, are we
XJ?
Are we missing a cigarette lighter in the back here? Let me see. No, I think that's some other kind of knob.
Yep. I don't really understand. I don't really know the Vandenplas.
Yeah, me neither. I know it's like the uprated version. It's not the long wheelbase. I think that's a separate classification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vandenplas. That has the 294 horsepower, 4.2 liter V8.
Okay.
And it's the comfort settings for the suspension, which incorporates, wait for it, air springs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, yeah. So these did have air suspension. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I have a feeling it's broken now.
Yeah, I think maybe it's broken because
right. If you had this car, I'm sorry, you finish your thought.
I think we're going in the same direction. I think we're going in the same direction here, which is when the air suspension breaks.
Right.
It's probably an oh shit, get the fuck out of Dodge moment.
Right.
You know, this is the thing that keeps you up at night.
Right.
With this car.
This is the bill that pushes it, like finally makes you go like, oh, this is the line at which I should choose not to put more money into this car.
Correct.
Right.
I'm going to look up how much an air spring is on Rock Auto for it.
Oh yeah. Oh, here. Do you want me to? Here, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jaguar.
RockAuto.com.
2004.
2004. Let's do it.
Vandenplas gets its own thing.
Oh no way!
Which is not a good.
No, it is not.
Oh, there's so many. Oh, because it could be the compressor too. That would explain why it's sitting level.
Okay.
Instead of it just being one spring.
Right. So the air compressor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can get two. That's not too bad. $565 for the highest one.
No.
Okay. Air suspension solenoid. Oh, just a solenoid's $230.
Okay, but I mean, still, you're under $1,000 to.
Right.
So we're still at like $8,500 to get this thing going if it's one of those two things.
Oh,
but what about
strut?
Oh, there's a suspension conversion kit to take it to steel springs.
Yep. Because one of the struts is $475. One strut.
Oh man!
But the entire conversion kit is $1,200.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
$7,500, $1,200. So you get it if you get this for $7,000,
right?
And they just have this added, like already added to cart.
Right? Yeah, you buy this on Rock Auto before you close the Craigslist deal.
Yeah.
So that you get the car and the box from Rock Auto and your magnet shows up at the same time.
Yep. Yep. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
$1,100 for a suspension kit is not.
No, that's not crazy at all.
That's not crazy at all.
Right? And it's from Arnott. I've never heard of this company. Have you?
But I mean, it looks like they're just compiling some stuff, right? They
seem to make some good stuff, right? Yeah.
Hell
okay.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's intriguing.
I can tell.
I don't need a Jaguar XJ. I don't need a Jaguar XJ.
I could tell that there's like you did a sliding doors moment real quick where like you imagined like what this would be like if you had it in your life.
Yeah.
Right? There was like a flash like of you glancing at like another reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
It involved no one in my family talking to me for several weeks.
Well, at least you'd have time to work on the Jaguar.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I would.
Okay. All right.
That would be the only way I think my life would really change.
Sure. How do we get to the parts comparison again?
You have to Google it. They lost the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to compare it to our gold standard?
Yeah. The repair index calculator. You know what?
Let's do it against the Phaeton.
Ian, let's make this canon. The Rock Auto repair index calculator is now in our talkabouts document.
Oh, see, there we go.
Why is it? Yeah. Okay. So let's compare it to the Phaeton.
Tired. Browser bookmarks. Wired. Just leaving links in a Google Doc.
There you go. Exactly. Well, you could get the Phaeton in 2004.
Do the W12. Let's go W12.
Okay. To Jag Vandenplas. Okay.
Although maybe we should do the XJR instead, but whatever.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. To the Vandenplas. Here we go.
It's probably not.
Oh, it's cheaper than a Phaeton.
Yeah.
Yeah, 73% of what a Phaeton costs. Yeah, and they have 6 categories here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. So it's not. Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
Do you think at any point in your life you'll ever own a Jag?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to. I like the wagons. I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
But they're not supposed to be very good to own.
Oh, the X-type wagons?
Yeah.
The last two of those that I've seen were on the back of tow trucks.
Yeah.
I've not seen a running one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see them with temp tags. Or broken. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the two situations
right
that you see them in.
Yeah. So thank you, Aaron, for sending us.
Aaron, go buy that. Let us know.
Okay.
Yep.
Ian.
Dave, I heard tell. Heard a rumor that you have a license plate game.
I do, Ian. And I would like to start by telling you the title of this license plate game. Because I
would like to start by listening to the title of this license plate game.
I think the title can say a lot. So here's the title of this license plate game. Number 37 in the series for those keeping track. Mustangs. Ian, the title of this one is Cy Temple Rub Mustangs.
Gotcha.
Okay. Here you go. You ready, buddy?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's get into it. All right. Tell the people what you see.
Okay, so we've got a Mustang with some chains, and it looks like a GT, maybe, possibly Mustang GT with some chains and like a monster rip. Oh, and the brake lights say LOL. Oh God.
Yeah, where they black out part of the brake lights to make it say LOL.
Yeah, they've got a White Sox vanity plate. Bullet holes? Are those vanity bullet holes?
Yep. Also, I think I'd like to call out, some of them are bullet holes. Some of them I think are the person that sent this, their dirty windshield.
I think that's that makes more sense.
I would like to point out that it does have a brake light out because the right and the high center are illuminated, but the left is not.
Well, I think that's a turn signal.
But okay. So they're turning left?
I think turning right.
No, well then the high center wouldn't fire when you're turning right.
What are you talking about, high center? The O. You talking about the O?
No, the high center light on the top of the trunk here.
No. So they have the brake lights on.
Yes.
And then the parts in the middle of the letters, I think that's their turn signal.
Oh,
on
okay.
The right.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Right?
But then if you're sitting in traffic and you're holding the brakes and your turn signal's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I think that's what we're looking at.
So the LOL is the actual brake light.
Right.
And the middle part is the turn signal.
Or it's broken.
Right.
But that's that's how I was reading the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad they have the rain light, the F1 rain light on.
Yes,
thank
right.
God for that.
And all these little air fairings.
Yeah. Okay, I've looked at this one enough. Okay.
Oh, and the little things on the top, right?
Yeah.
For aerodynamics. Okay. Great.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Here's the next one.
All right. Then we got a fairly standardish looking Mustang GT.
Yep.
In blue.
Yep. Not a bad color.
From Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Some black wheels on it. Yep.
Yeah, we got a few little mods on there, it looks like.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like aftermarket exhaust, maybe. Okay.
All right. Then lastly,
we got a Ford Mach-E, a wild card from Montana.
Yep.
It might actually be from Montana because he's got a Montana sticker on it. Not a lot else to go off.
Not really. There's like maybe one of those fishing Patagonia stickers up at the top.
Yep.
Something called Four Ocean, which I assume is a wetter version of Four Loko. A salty Four Loko.
Salty Four Loko. It's Four Loko just with seaweed in it.
Okay. All right. And the plates, Ian?
No pony. So bad. Alcohol. So. Wow.
Mustangs, man. Do you see why this one was called Psy Temple Rub?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As if the first one isn't enough on its own. Because, like, I can guarantee you the dude, because it's definitely a dude that drives the first one, is still wearing Jinko jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Man. Okay. So no pony. Man.
I like the red of that Mach-E. I think that's a good red.
I do. The Mach-E is what's really throwing me off. So I feel like
it's almost like someone included it in the game to fuck with you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that the man, that's really
like
hard.
You're walking in and walking back out. You're doing like the Grandpa Simpson.
I am mentally. That's where
bar
I'm at.
gif. Yeah.
So the thing that's throwing me off is no pony.
Okay.
So I'm really fixating on no pony. So, you know, the thing with Mustang trim levels is right when you get the GT, it doesn't have the pony on the back anymore.
Right.
But is that a comment from a Mach-E owner about not being a pony car, not being a Mustang? Really?
I'm sorry if this is the game that finally breaks you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, if something is going to crash into your psyche, it's going to be a Mustang.
Yeah. It's very true. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna smash this in.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that alcohol goes on the top Mustang.
Okay.
With the socks with the White Sox plate.
Okay.
Although, is that one of those vanity plates that has less than 7 letters? Oh, changing my answer. Okay. So bad goes on the top. Goes on the top one.
Okay.
No pony goes on the middle one, on the GT.
Okay.
Alcohol goes on the Mach-E.
What's your reasoning for alcohol in the Mach-E?
Process of elimination.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like some weirdo?
Yeah, people are weird. And none of the other ones were like really fit.
Right.
With the Mach-E, I feel like. Because like so bad, that doesn't really fit with a crunchy Patagonia Fisher person.
Right.
And the no pony thing maybe could work on the Mach-E, but it'd be a bit of a stretch. And this person doesn't strike me as a real car person, like a real car enthusiast sort of thing. And so alcohol, I don't know, like fishermen enjoy alcohol for sure. So
right.
It doesn't seem wildly out of place. And the no pony thing, I think, is a comment about it being a GT rather than a base Mustang.
Okay. All right. Okay. Are you ready for the answers?
Never am, but let's do it.
There you go, buddy. Ian, you got one right. You got so bad right.
Oh, I didn't get the other one right.
No.
Damn it.
So Eric in Illinois sent us so bad. So I hope you're still alive after seeing that, Eric. Johnny, our good buddy Johnny, sent us the alcohol blue Ford GT. And no pony came from Steve Edwards, our good buddy Steve. So nice. Thank you, everyone.
I'm sorry, can we zoom in on the plate? Is there a horse on that fucking plate?
There is. On the Montana plate. There's a horse on the plate.
See, I don't know enough about the vanity plates of the world, or the specialty plates.
And I did leave the socks, and
yes,
because I felt like it would be cheating if I blacked out the entire thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Right?
Yeah.
It felt like the whole White Sox thing fit into all of this.
For sure it does. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that is something to behold.
Yeah. Ian, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we don't have to look at that anymore.
Please do.
Okay.
Dave.
Ian.
We did a car show.
Oh, God.
Dave has left the meeting. Dave left the meeting. I own the podcast now.
I hit close window on the wrong window. I was trying to close the Mustangs. They crashed into my browser cache, Ian.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dave.
Yes, Ian.
Say Dave.
Dave. Say Ian.
Uh-huh. What should people do if they enjoyed all of this?
You know,
talk about Easter.
Yes, we did. We did. Right? We talked about tire center cap wheel alignment. And
license plate frames.
Yep.
Yeah, we did a car show.
I will never let that go.
You should text us a picture. 720-515-1391.
Yep. Since this was an all listener based license plate game, this came from you crazy people.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Please keep them coming. We're on Twitter at Apex Adjacent.
Yeah.
Leave us a review. That'd be nice.
Yeah, an iTunes review. Yeah, zazz it up. Give us an iTunes review.
Yeah. And then also we're getting into beach season. So of course, what you want to do is you want to get the biggest boombox you can find and then just play one of our worst episodes that you can think of. This one might work. I don't know. And then just blare it out. Blare it out at the beach. Because there's nothing that beach people like more than discussions about center caps on wheels.
Right. Yes.
It's just science. That's all it is. Yes.
Yep.
We love you, everybody. Goodbye.